Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. I'm Kaide Alayode. Our journey in search of companies supported by the Bank of Industry takes us to Agbara, Ogun State, where we visited Impacto Trading Limited. The company started out supplying home finishing materials with special emphasis on a wide range of ceramic tiles and sanitary ware, all produced and imported from their parent company in Spain. Now, the company has begun producing some of the building materials locally, beginning with glue cement and other aggregates of construction. We were both at their office in Apapa, Lagos, and factory in Agbara, Ogun State. All the details in just a moment.
Nigeria records post-harvest losses and wastages annually in the agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation, with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes, and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plans to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
I was received by the country manager, Mr. Chiedozie Udeze, who started out by telling us how the company has evolved over the years.
Impacto Group is a Spanish company with headquarters in Nules, Castellón, Valencia. They exist in 5 different countries: Spain, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Ghana, and Nigeria. It's the parent company of Impacto Trading Nigeria Limited, which started business in Nigeria in the year 2000 as a trading company. Sometime around 1994, I met Mr. Alejandro Bonafé, the president of Impacto Group, along with his partner Miguel Oscar, and they decided to trade with Nigeria, and over the years established Impacto Trading Nigeria Limited as Alejandro as the president. And we've been through quite a lot of reorganizations, and finally Impacto Trading as it exists now is made up of the Niger BAF, which is what we call our manufacturing outfit, the Impacto Building and Construction Limited, which is into construction and building, and Impacto Trading still basically in the trading of all the products we have, both those manufactured in Nigeria and those we import.
So tell me about your range of products. What do you produce?
Over the years, as we started the business, and it became clear to us that we shouldn't be just importing. Since 2004, we took that decision to be not just a trader, but a manufacturer. We got the opportunity to meet the then president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, in August 2004, and he opened up the way for us. We got the location in Ogun State, where we established our factory. Our aim is to establish a ceramic tiles factory in Nigeria. But right now, what we're doing is glue cement and aggregates of construction. The standard in Nigeria is not as in Europe or elsewhere developed world. We have a problem with materials of construction. They do not go through industrial process. You do not find standards established for plaster, for mortar, and other materials, even for concrete as it is. So our aim is to establish those standards in an industrial process. So we started with glue cement. Before we started our factory 7 years ago, manufacturing glue cement, we were importing like 20 containers of glue cement every month to Nigeria. And we felt that 90% of this product is just solid minerals we can get in Nigeria. So we felt that we shouldn't do that, and we went back to integrate that aspect of the factory. Initially, we thought it was a little thing that we could just do, but we found out that it was a whole lot of things, and has made us backward movement into having a quarry of our own. So we start from the rudimentary aspect of quarrying the limestone, the gypsum, the kaolin that we need, and other additives, rather aggregates that we need, process it in our factory, and end up with final products like the glue cement, like plaster, ready-made plaster, screed for that you put on the wall before painting, and special products like what we call Impacto Pro, which is a special product where you can put tiles on top of tiles, or you can use it to put tiles on a glass. We have special products for the swimming pool. Basically, that's what we produce. We intend in the next few months to start mortar and grout.
Now, the business that you're involved in requires a lot of technical competence. How many expatriates do you have?
Well, there is, generally speaking, a drought of specialized labor for this aspect because it is not developed. But Nigerians are very, very interested in new things and open. We've been able to successfully send more than 10 Nigerians to Spain to develop them in areas of construction, be it installation, which is how we started, even from ordinary tile laying, because you need to have the right technicians to use the material. A lot of people depend on using ordinary cement to lay tiles. If the technicians know that it is not right to use ordinary cement because of its nature, that they need to use glue, which has a certain percentage of cement in it, almost 20–25%, they will advise the client better. So yes, we have impacted and developed people in and around us. And right now in the factory where we are producing glue cement, we only have one expatriate. Every other staff there, they are all Nigerians. And because of the machinery we have, which all came from Spain, we basically do not have a breakdown in the factory. So the Nigerians working there are quite professional.
Do you have any internal arrangement whereby Nigerians who are hired at your company are able to benefit from the expertise and technical knowledge of your parents' body abroad?
Every day, in all aspects of what we do, most important in the factory and installation, like I said earlier, we do on a yearly basis either bring technicians down from Spain to teach people here, or send some of our workers or clients that we deal with directly or distributors to Spain. We have that program in place, and it has impacted a lot. Sometime when we were doing the 1004 flats, which did the supply of the tiles there, we did a competition for tilers in that project, and we got more than 200 tilers, which we trained on how to use the glue cement we are supplying them to lay tiles.
And in terms of financial output, what does it contribute to the national GDP?
I think what we have done, and a few others, we've been able to reduce importation to just a few companies. But there is a question of standard in the industry, because the major cost is the additive you put. And we found out that most of the products being imported are not even up to 50% of the quality of the products here in Nigeria. So it's, in order to cut costs, most probably they are reducing the quality. But it's tough, because the cost of production in Nigeria is extremely too high. I will give you an example. Our factory is in Abara, and our cost of production is basically around 650 naira per bag. But it costs us almost the same amount to transport it from that factory to Abuja. So by doing so, we are eliminated. We cannot sell much in Abuja, because when you add that cost of transport, for us, the biggest problem is transportation cost, not even cost of energy, because in our costing, energy cost is not as high, but transportation cost, moving it from one location, from one area in Nigeria to the other, is quite high. So there's a lot of prospect, but there's also problems that are inherent in the distribution.
How big is this industry?
It's huge. It basically covers all aspects of the construction industry. Our clients range from contractors to the big construction industries to the distributors. And because it's finishing, because it's an aspect you use for finishing, it's elastic. It's not just for new construction, it's for renovation and house improvement. So yes, it's quite large. You see people tend to enter into the tiling business as a fashion thing. So this year he prefers to use white for his living room, and next year he prefers another color. So he removes that and now use our glue cement to install the new one.
As an experienced manufacturer, what has been your biggest challenge?
Without thinking deep at all, finance is the money.